Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to Rahman Digital Production. This is lecture number 57 of Mathematics 4024. Ladies and gentlemen, we were discussing in the last lecture as the rate, and we did 6 questions in the basic level. Today I am doing a bit advanced level question, but that need a sharp IQ. I will try my best to make these questions easy for you people, so stay with me and be attentive. Let us understand the question number 7, which is on page number 217. Question is saying a piece of metal is heated to 428 degrees Celsius before it left to cool. Let us portray that this is the piece of metal about which the question is saying. This metal is and heated until it reached to 428 degrees Celsius, and after that it is left to be cooled down. Remember that first this metal is cooling down with faster rate, then an intermediate rate, and finally at a very slow rate. Because there is a more heat energy inside this, so it will be dissipated to the environment very quickly. So they are saying that the temperature of the metal falls at a rate of 23 degree centigrade per minute for 3 minutes. So they are saying in 1 minute at the first, the metal is cooling down with a rate of 23 degrees Celsius per minute. And for 3 minutes they are cooling down, so it reaches to this area. Then for the next 15 minutes it is cooling down with 15 degree. First it was 23 degrees Celsius. I told you that metal will cool down with a faster rate because it is very hot. Now a bit cooled down, so the rate of energy transfer to the environment will also become a bit slower as compared to the first part. So in the second part, they are cooling down 15 degrees Celsius per minute, but we are considering it for 15. This is for 1 minute per minute, and this is also per minute, but they are saying for 3 minutes, so we have to multiply this with the 3. So how many degree Celsius they will uh, uh, reach? 23 multiplied by 3, so we will get 69 degree Celsius reduction. The question is not saying to find at this particular point the temperature, but by any mean, if it is coming in the exam that find the temperature of the metal after 3 minutes if it is cooling down with the rate of 23 degrees Celsius for 3 minutes. So you have to subtract this 69 from 428, and that will be the answer. Now in the next part, it is cooling down till this area, for example, with 15 degrees Celsius per minute. So we have to multiply 15 with 15. So it will be equal to 225 degree Celsius during this, not from here to 25. From here to here, it will reduce the temperature 225. And in the first part, they will reduce the temperature in 3 minutes 69 degrees Celsius. All these things you have to keep in mind, and after this area with a very slow rate as compared to the first two parts, and that is with 8 degrees Celsius per minute until it reaches the room temperature 25, and then it will stop releasing any heat. So this is the question I wanted to tell you, that how they are giving us the question. Now I told you that the question is not asking here, but they are asking after 9 minutes. So for 3 minutes we will utilize this one, because the temperature of the metal after 9 minutes will be what? So 3 minutes till here, and then we have to find the 6 minute here, because 3 will be here and 6 will be here. So this is 3, and if we are to be very realistic, the size will be 6 double of it. So we have to find the temperature at this location, 3 plus 6, and that is equal to 9. So temperature after 9 minutes, after 9 minutes will be equal to, after 9 minutes, that will be equal to, the first one is 428 minus, and here you have to write that for 3 minutes with the rate of 23 degrees Celsius, plus for 6 minutes with the rate of 15 degree Celsius, you have to subtract these 3 and these 6 minutes, and then you will get the required answer. 428 degrees Celsius minus 69 plus 90, this one. So it means that 69 degrees Celsius and 90 degrees Celsius, if we add these two, 428 degrees Celsius and add this one, so 90, 159 degree Celsius we have to subtract from it. And then when we subtract this 428 minus 159, so it will be 9, and this will be 6, and this will be 2. So it means that it will be 4, 23 and 15 to 15. This will be 269 degree. So the answer will be 269 degrees Celsius at this point. 269 9 degrees Celsius. So these questions are also involving the rate at which the temperature is falling down. Rate is involved inside. That was the first part. Now let us do the second part, and they are saying in the second part the total time needed for the metal to reach the temperature of 25 degree Celsius from 428. Ladies and gentlemen, in this, the first is this area, then 15 is this area, and then 8 degree Celsius per minute to reach this. So how many minutes are required? This is 3 minutes, this is 15 minutes, and what about this one? This is the technical point. So first of all, we have to find the temperature of the metal after 18 minutes. The temperature of the metal after 18 minutes. Why 18 minutes? Because that data is given to us. 3 is this and 15 is 3 plus 15, 18. Till here we can find the time is given, but here the time is not known. We have to find that. So let us see that first it is 428 degrees Celsius and subtracted by 3 at 23 degree Celsius into 3 plus 15 degrees Celsius multiplied by 15. Why this 15? Because this is 15. For 15 minutes with 15. For 3 minutes with 23. So 23 multiplied by 3 and 15 this. This will not be the answer, but we have to pave the way for the solution. This is 69 degrees Celsius plus 225, which we calculated here. Here you don't have to put 15, 15 because we need till 9. After 3 we will have to add 6, but here we are doing this. So these two values. Now 428 degrees Celsius minus, when we add these two we will get 134 is the answer, final answer. But here 225 and 69. So 4, 9, 294. 294. So it will be 294 degree Celsius reduction. So we have to subtract 428 minus 294. 4 and 3 and here I have to write 134 degrees Celsius. So in first 18 minutes there will be the temperature at this point that will be 134 degree Celsius at that point. Now we have to find this one, 25. So we have to write amount of temperature needed for the metal to fall. Amount of temperature needed to fall to this 25 degrees Celsius, to fall so that it will reach, so that it will reach 25 degrees Celsius. Tell here. So we have to subtract this from the remaining will be, we want to find this temperature. So we will have to subtract this 134 from 428. So will be equal to 134 degrees Celsius minus 25 degrees Celsius. This area 134 is till here, and we have to subtract this 25, not from 428. Here we are knowing that the temperature is 134 degree Celsius, and till here is 20. So we have to find this area, and we have to subtract 25 from 134, and it is 109 degree Celsius. 109 degree Celsius. Now here is 109, but they are decreasing with the rate of 8 degree Celsius per minute. So the amount of time needed, time, and that will be the final answer, time needed to reach for the temperature, for the temperature to reach 25 degrees Celsius will be equal to 109 divided by 8. Why by 8? Because they given us, they are reducing by 8 degrees Celsius. So we have to divide this 109 by 8. So 5 will be there. So 5 whole, no, 13 whole 5 over 8 minutes will be required to reach from this area till this area. 3 and 15, and the third one we found, that is the 13 whole 5 over 8. And now we are moving to question number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention because these involve technicality. So be attentive. This is my request. Okay, let us first understand the question. A cook uses 15 2 liters bottle. 2-liter bottles of cooking oil in 4 weeks. 4 weeks requires how many bottles? They are saying 15. Yes, 15 2 liters bottle. So 15 2 liters bottle. We are writing 15 2 liters bottles. Tell here, it's perfectly All right. We have to find for 1 week. We have to multiply this 15. 1 liter we will find, and then we will find the remaining question. In 4 weeks, if he decides to buy 5 liter tins instead of 2 liter tins, he decides to take a bigger one. Why should we use small tin? So he decides to buy 5 liter tins of cooking oil instead. How many tins of cooking oil will he use over a 10-week period if the consumption rate is unchanged? The rate at which that cook consume the cooking oil is unchanged. It is not like this, that first he was using less amount and now he is increasing because he bought 5 liter bottle. So he said that if he is buying 5 liter bottles, then how many tins of cooking oil will be used over 10? He was using this for 4. So if we are using it 1 week, for 1 week, the requirement will be 15 2 divided by 4. In 1 week, why 15 2? 2 liters, 15 bottle. 2 liters, 15 bottle. For 4 weeks, you have to divide for 1. This will be divided by 4. This is the unary method. We discussed that in earlier. So it will be 7.5 liters of cooking oil. 7.5 liters of cooking oil. This is given to us. We have to find for 10 weeks. So what will be his need for 10 weeks of that liters? We converted into 1 liter. So 10 weeks requirement will be 7.5 multiplied by 10. This is 7.5. And for 1 week, 7. For 10 week, we have to multiply. So that will be 75 liter of cooking oil. 75 liters of cooking oil. I am writing CO. This is not carbon monoxide. It is cooking oil. Now for 5 liters, if we are taking for 5 liters, because he decided to take the 5 liters, will require 75 divided by 5. 75 is the total liters, and 5 liters we have, so it will be 15. So they required 15 5-liter tins. Okay, that was the whole story about question number 8. One question is remaining, and that is question number 9. Let me erase first the board and then we'll come back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, question number 9 is saying 224 hours are required to complete a project. 4 men are employed for that. 224 hours. How many men? 4 men are employed. These are the useful information I am writing for you people. Are employed for this project. Number one, the hourly rate of each man is $7.50. Hourly rate is $7.50. Then, if the four men do not work overtime, find the total amount to be paid to the men. Very easy. Total amount to be paid. This is the first part. Total amount to be paid to the men. How many men are there? 4. And what is the hourly rate? 7. So simply we have to multiply it with hours. So 224 hours if they are working, not doing overtime. So $7.50, and that will be equal to $1,680, and that's it. $1,680 will be paid if those four men are completed this work in 224 hours. Okay, the second part is saying that the normal working hours are from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That comes out to be 9 hours with 1 hour's lunch break. So, number of normal working hour, number of normal working hours is equal to 8. From 9 to 6 it becomes 9, but 1 is for lunch. So it becomes this much. Given that their overtime rate is 1.5 times of the hourly rate, overtime rate is equal to 1.5 of $7.50. That is 1.5 time, and this is the rule. Overtime rate will not be given as the normal working hour. They are given with the double rate sometime, but here it is 1.5. Few people are giving it at a double rate. If normal working hour is $10, then overtime might be $19 if you are working for. This is the rule, international rule. Okay, keep this in mind. Find the total amount to be paid to the four men if the project is to be completed in 4 days. So in this time, the first we have to find, let us, how many overtimes we don't know. If we are not knowing it in advance, algebra is saying suppose it to be x. So let us suppose, let the number of overtime hours, let the number of overtime hours required to complete the project is equal to x. Now what will be the scenario? So in 4 days time. So we have this will be equal to 4 days by 4 men, and the normal is 8 plus x. The normal is 8 total working hour. 8 hours they are working. And with the overtime by these 4 men for 4 days. This is days, men, normal working hour plus x. They are doing, and total is equal to 224 hour. So 4 into 32 plus 4x is equal to 224. So 128 plus 4x is equal to 224. So x is equal to 224 minus 128 divided by 4. And when we calculate it, it comes out to be 6. They have to do 6 overtimes hours, 6-hour overtime to complete that on the stipulated time. But this is not the answer. They told us that the normal is $7.5, but 1 over 5 time we have to calculate, if I am not wrong. So let me see, the overtime hourly rate will be equal to 11.25. Overtime rate is equal to this one, which I wrote already in advance, 1.5 into $7.5, which is equal to $11.25. $11.25, ladies and gentlemen. Keep this in mind. Okay, then we have to total amount to be paid. Total amount to be paid. Total amount to be paid to 4 men for 4 days will be equal to 4 into 4 into 4 into 8 multiplied by 7.50. 8 hours they are working. Normal rate. And then we have to multiply 6 by plus 6 by 11.25. 6 multiplied by 11.25. Yes, 6 multiplied by $11.25. Ladies and gentlemen, why? Because 6 hours they are doing overtime, and the overtime rate we calculated is $11.25. 4 men for 4 weeks. So it should be like this as well, because this 4 is not only multiplied with this one. So when we calculate all these things, it comes out to be 2000 40, it is 40. Yes, it is $40 will be paid to the people. Ladies and gentlemen, one question is remaining, but we are getting out of time, and I don't want to put extra pressure on you people. After all, you have to do practice on these questions. These are a bit complicated questions, so I am giving you the time. Tomorrow I will complete that 10 number question along with the start of the very, very important calculation of time. When it comes to time calculation, it is difficult, but I will tell you a very, very easy way of calculating this time. Your book is telling you that in a very difficult manner, but I will make you familiarize with the easy concept. And this is actually the job of the teacher, to make the things easy for the student. And inshallah, I will do it. Thank you very much for watching. Allah Hafiz.